G'day, Chief. Welcome to the Inner Chief podcast and this special episode, which we call the Mini Chief. These are short, sharp highlights from our fabulous CEO guests, where you get a 5 to 10 minute snapshot of the highlights from their episode. Righto, Chief. Without further ado, here is the Mini Chief episode for this week with Mike Smith, founder and CEO of Zero Co. So, you've built tribe on multiple businesses. You've got a huge tribe now. What are the philosophies or principles critical to building tribe?
It's really good. And I think there's so much over analysis and like scientific thinking around how do you build a tribe. My approach has just been very human. I think about the people that I love and care about the most in the world, my wife, my daughter, my parents, my best friends. And I just think about what are the things that I do on a daily basis to build and maintain a relationship with those people that I care deeply about. And then you just do that to the people that are the next sphere out from you. And so when I think about the community that we...
Thank you for saying that. Thank you.
Just be a good person. Just be,
Oh, that's great.
And be honest and be humble and be vulnerable and be transparent and be supportive and be inspirational and all this normal human stuff. And if you do that, people will come and want to be part of the thing you're building. That's it. It's really simple.
Masterclass over.
You don't need tech stacks and you don't need friggin' a PhD and you don't need experts. You just be authentic and try and build friendships with as many people as you can. That's how you build a tribe.
Yeah, like I've been watching the culture grow around this universal man concept, and we just sort of create the culture we'd want to be a part of, and what is a really everyday kind of thing. And we let the language that's developed out of it is their own language, right? And sometimes it's like unrepeatable on a podcast. Apple would probably kill me, but in that environment around a campfire, it's fine.
Yeah,
it makes sense.
Yeah,
if that's what they need to normalize this. And just let it
be. Yeah.
The rituals and traditions. So one thing that I'm really fascinated about is historically, I'm talking like, over tens of thousands of years, the rituals and traditions of a group were really telling about what was important to them. Everything from, grace before meals to rites of passage to how we celebrate birthdays or name days or whatever it is. Do you purposely build ritual tradition? Or is this something you just let naturally grow? Like, is it?
Yeah, not particularly. Yeah. It's I think something that happens organically within our community. It's not something we've set out to do. I think one of the interesting things we've been doing more and more of is bringing people to some of these cleanups that we do. Yeah, so inviting our customers and our shareholders to come along to some of these cleanups. And, some of the cleanups are deeply confronting and some people have not coped very well in that environment, to be completely honest with you, because, going into a developing country and then being waist deep in a river that is dead and black and literally covered in rubbish with hundreds of thousands of kilos of waste is a pretty confronting experience, right? But then on the other end, just doing a local beach cleanup at Bondi Beach or your local beach or whatever. And that's been really, really interesting to watch people. You can see the moment they get it when they connect the dots of, hey, I'm buying stuff at home that's wrapped in plastic and I'm chucking it away and then it's ending up here in the beach and I don't want that. And I'm now here picking up the rubbish off the beach. I want to be involved in solving this. So you see there's a moment with everyone who comes to a cleanup where they get what we're trying to do. They get why it's important and they get why it's important for us all to do a little bit, to all play our small little part in solving this problem. And so I guess it's a bit of a ritual, right? Like taking customers and people and members of our community to these cleanups has become a bit of a ritual, but it's just evolved organically out of, that's what we do as a business. Like we have 15 people who work for us now. just in doing ocean cleanups. And we are out doing cleanups literally almost every single week now somewhere around the world. And so it's just organically flowed from the work that we do.
That is spectacular. Yes, like having seen many rivers in this horrendous state, I've never thought to jump into one and clean it up though. And so somewhat inspired. Fantastic.
It is definitely an unusual career pursuit. I often talk about myself as a glorified garbo now. I spend a lot of my time not in the office. I spend a lot of my time out doing these cleanups now.
Yeah.
And I love it. Like it's a very fulfilling thing to do, to go to a beach or a river or a harbor or whatever and see that it's completely covered and you can't see any water or you can't see any sand, and then to spend 2 or 3 weeks with the team there and you leave the place and it's completely clean. It's such a fulfilling, rewarding experience.
You know, like I think, you mentioned the poor old garbos. Like, aren't they the most underappreciated?
Totally.
Like people in society that, like generally don't have the best reputation. Outside of 3 and 4-year-old kids who absolutely love garbage trucks.
Yeah.
As soon as you get beyond about 8 or 9, that's it. Like,
totally.
Chief, there you have it for this week with our mini Chief episode. All the links can be found in our website. For the show notes, just go to chiefmaker.com/350. Chief, one of the biggest challenges in all leadership roles is how to influence stakeholders. The difficult, the easy, the elusive, all sorts of stakeholders, board members, executive teams, clients, suppliers, the media, the community. And if you want the definitive guide on how to think about it, how to set yourself up and prepare for it, how to run through and map your stakeholders, and how to finally influence with integrity, go to chiefmaker.com/stakeholder for a fully editable PDF guide on mastering stakeholder influence. That's chiefmaker.com/stakeholder. And if you would like to stay in touch and hear all about some of the best resources that you can find anywhere in the world to improve your performance at work, go to chiefmaker.com/subscribe. Now, Chief, if you're yet to rate the episode and subscribe, I hope you'll do so soon. It helps others see the magnificent value that the chiefs and gurus bring to their life and career. So make sure you hit subscribe on your podcast app now, give it a 5-star rating if you think it's worthy, and leave a short review about your favourite episode. Righto, Chiefs, as always, remember to stay epic.